How we doing, YouTube? Steve JMO, and it's almost 2 o'clock. It's Monday, still the 11th, 11/11. Great. So, what I want to talk about today, what I want to talk about now today, because I was on earlier, we're talking about the chemtrail agenda, the anti-God agenda, and I feel like we should just go back to the roots of the ultimate battle between good and evil. And I did touch upon a little bit before the Garden of Eden, and I'm gonna further try to break it down a little bit more on how it's the fall of mankind. I think, in a way. So let's I don't even know where to start right now. Oh, I got this one. So let me do a pre-back real quick, a pre-story. So I was talking to this one girl for a while, and Brian Staley's in the chat. What's going on, bro? And she was dealing with alcoholism for a while, and she's apparently resolved that. Been a couple of months sober, been reading the Bible a lot lately. So I just wanted to see what was up with her, and we had a really good, lengthy conversation about spirituality and sort of the creation. So without further ado, I'm just gonna read this message here that I wrote down, and we'll go from there. Do you understand what happened in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve eating from the tree of knowledge? Opened us humans up to the powers of the dark side. Free will lets us choose not who we are, but who we want to be. A lot of us do as thou wilt, which we know is not a Christian way of thinking. It's an ancient demonic way of living that has crept back into society now more than ever. Free will is the worst thing, I believe, we could have done to ourselves, because it lets us humans make the wrong choices. Which is why every choice we make, we have to think about and understand what may or may not happen by our choices. One can live in the dark their whole life and not even know it. Ultimately, a waste of a human spirit, which we see a lot and a lot and a lot of every day. It is good to know you understand the difference between right and wrong. And that doesn't just go for this person. That goes for hopefully anyone watching this, because if you've been on my channel, you know that we go deep into the Bible roots. I'm not well versed in the Bible, but the common beliefs, and yeah. Where were we? Ultimately waste of a good body. So yep. One can be wrong in God's eyes many times over, but once he realizes what he's done and he's made the wrong choices his whole life and seeks forgiveness, God's hands are always open to one who repents. And that's very true. Because someone like me, I haven't always been the number one student in Christianity, or in God's eye, whatever you want to put it. Not the best person, but just a little bit of praying for forgiveness. It all comes back. But what I'm trying to get at is the Garden of Eden, the situation that happened there, eating from the tree of knowledge proposed to us by the snake, aka Lucifer, initiated a spiritual war between God and Satan, but not for our physical bodies, which is what Satan, I believe, wants us to think, because everything is physical, it's materialistic, it's here, it's now, you need it here, You want to be here forever. That's their new goal. You want to be here forever. It's ridiculous. And yeah, right. So for our bodies, but the actual battle is for our souls, ladies and gentlemen. The battle is for our souls, because it's not just us that fell in the Garden of Eden. The almighty Lucifer himself, who fell, came to earth in the shape of a snake, preyed upon the young, docile being, the humbled being of Eve, convinced her to eat from the fruit, eat from the tree that God told us never to eat, because it was the tree of knowledge, the tree of death. And it was also the fall of mankind, because once we opened ourselves up to Lucifer and all this other stuff, there was no way back. I believe. I don't think there was any way back. I was even screen sharing that whole time like a dumb prick. I just got this StreamYard stuff, so give me a break. So, Chrome tab. Yeah, this is the guy. Lucifer, the bearer of light, the morning star, the snake in the garden. No one seems to understand that, which really gets me going. Because everyone just does this whole do as thou wilt type deal. And I just can't really seem to understand that. Because if you do as thou wilt, you're never going to wake up to the fact that we're spiritual beings, that the account in the garden was accurate, that we've been fooled our whole lives. Because, like I said before, there is a spiritual battle for our souls. But the real misconception of this is there's a spiritual battle for our bodies, that death is the end. But death is so far from the end, it's unreal. Because we have, I don't know if you guys know anything about the transhumanism agenda, but let me see what notebook that was in real quick. No, definitely not that one. Yeah, just bear with me for like 10 goddamn seconds. So, Revelations 9, verse 6 states, "In those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them." So what exactly could they be talking about there? Oh, good looks, Brian. Good looks on that. Jennifer M. What's going on? Yeah, I think I saw my phone vibrate. I saw your name pop up. I didn't get a chance to look at that, but yeah, the account in the Garden of Eden pretty much, I'm not gonna say it screwed humanity because we're still here, but it put us on the back front because it gave us the ability to choose right and wrong. But no one understands that there is a right and a wrong. There is just what's presented in front of you, and you go there. And that's the misconception. It's ridiculous because no one, I don't even know how to break this down. Like, if you've just been watching CNN, Fox News, CBS, television your whole life, you're never even going to know that there's a spiritual battle for you because you've been brainwashed by the television. And the funny thing is, what are you watching on the television? The television program. It's programming you. It's telling you a vision. And if you really look into the patterns of the televisions, what are you watching? The television channel. Television channel. And what does channeling break back to? What does the word channel really mean? You channel spirits. You channel, yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know if you guys ever looked into paranormal research or anything, but by just doing paranormal research, you're channeling a spirit because you're talking to a spirit that most likely never walked the face of the earth. They can disguise themselves as anything they want. They mimic things, just like the weather modification. That's why that's a satanic agenda, because they're mimicking God's creation. But I think they're failing, because if you look outside, and you go outside, it's like 35, 40 degrees right now. They're at least 30 to 45 days ahead of where they should be. It's like late November weather outside, and it's ridiculous. But that's the part that really fucking gets me going. But back to the whole channeling thing. People have no idea what they're doing, and they subject themselves if they're gonna go on this whole paranormal research type deal. Because I'm I've done that shit before. It's not. It is what you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? But they disguise it in a good. It's like a good thing to go hunting for demons and fallen angels, because I'll tell you, it's not. Demonic fucking activity is more real now than I think it's ever been, because the consciousness of humanity has been dumbed down so far and so bad that they couldn't even tell you the difference. Because they'll go on and watch shit like Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, shit like that, and then they'll go and get the equipment, go out and fucking do that shit, and then they're hit for life. They're addicted to doing that. Something happened and they can't stop thinking about that. And I can talk about this shit because all of that has happened to me. I've been to some fucked up places. I've seen shit that ain't there. I've been attacked by spirits that you can't even imagine. And I'm not just saying this to get views or to get you scared or whatever the fucking case may be. It's a reality. It's a fucking reality. There's this place here. Let me bring it up real quick. Here, we'll stop that screen share. Let me get in here real quick. Music. Tunnel. Alright, let me get that. Let's go back to StreamYard. Share the screen. Chrome tab. Now, Brian might know what I'm talking about here, because this is in Massachusetts. This is in North Adams, Massachusetts. This is called the Hoosac Tunnel. It is a tunnel in the earth. It's a train tunnel. It goes from Florida, Mass, all the way to North Adams. It goes through the mountains. So it was easier for people from New York to trade and shit back in the day. This thing was built about the 1800s, 1890s, I believe, 1860s. I did a video on this on one of my older channels. And yeah, I've done some paranormal investigating here. And I'll tell you right now, don't ever go to this place. This place, you want to talk to something that either A, never walked this earth, or B, walked this earth fucking 20,000 years ago, that's the place to go if you're into that shit. You know, I didn't know what laid there. No, none of us did. We walked in this place fucking ignorant, thinking that either A, there ain't shit here, or B, it ain't everything it's set up to be. Because yeah, the Hoosick Tunnel disaster of 1867, they completed this tunnel, and then the entire thing caved in on 200 people and killed them. It's ridiculous. For no reason. For no reason. This place, man, I don't even know what you call this place. This is like, I was just thinking about the word portal. That's weird. This is like literally a fucking portal to hell. It's not abandoned. Don't get me wrong. There's still trains that go up and through there. Like, I've been to this place. I'm never going back to this place. I literally left this place with 3 scratch marks down my fucking left arm. That place is no fucking joke. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I knew it was far away from you, but I just figured you being from Mass, you might have heard of this place. But, dude, there is some bad stuff because, let me break this down. The word Hoosick, right? The word Hoosick in Mohawk Indian, because this is in the Mohawk Trail, right at the end of it. The word Hoosick means forbidden or forsaken. And the funny part is, if you really look back in history, where this mountain range is, where the tunnel is built, the Indians never lived there because it was Hoosick. It was forbidden. The ancient gods of whatever the fuck they believe in did not want them there, and they knew it. And then they build this tunnel, and 200 people randomly die. And like, dude, you don't even know about the crazy stuff that's been there. And dude, I'm telling you, like, I was a dumbass kid about 2-3 years ago. Fucking heard it was haunted, wanted to see what it was about, and fucking, yeah, dude, that shit fucking, there's some bullshit there. I would not fucking want anyone in the world to go there. Yeah, bro. Like, I literally had 3 scratches down my fucking arm. And the craziest part was it didn't even happen there. I see we got Truth Seeker 69 in the crib. What's up? Hell yeah, you guys had a good show the other night. I don't know if that was 2 nights ago. I think. Yeah, that shit wasn't bad at all. But yeah, fucking dude, you know, if you're 20, back then I was what, 21, 22. You're watching all this fucking this shit on TV. I'm saying Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters. It gets you. It gets you to want to go do this shit. Then you go do it, and then you're fucked, bro. You're so fucked. Like, there's still shit happening to me to this day that I can't explain. Like, I've always had some weird shit happen to me, but like, the shit that's happened since then has just been like fucking crazy. Like, oh my god. Like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let me go on my fucking. Yeah, we'll stop that for a second. Let me see if I can bring this up. YouTube. Let me sign out of this account. I don't even know how to do that. Yeah, oh, switch account. Big. Add account. I'm not screen sharing, am I? And those tunnels, it's 5 miles long. Deepest I ever went in was about almost 2.5. I almost made it to the center, and then shit hit the fucking fan. Yeah, see, I don't even know what the fucking email is for this. Phone number. All right, I'm not gonna get this shit up today, but I'm gonna have to get that fucking shit up. Yeah, I know I'm not sharing. Can't find the fucking video. It's on this channel that. You know what I could probably do real quick? Please hold. Because I could just probably ring it up on my phone real quick. Because I know that shit's still connected. Switch accounts. No, that shit ain't on there either. That's so bullshit. Let me see the shit. No. Alright, yeah, we'll have to bring that shit up a different time, but I'm just saying that, like, whatever happened in the Garden of Eden, the fall fall of Satan, the fall of mankind, all has to do with what's happening now, because they have, what do you say, a good 90, nah, yeah, I'd say good, because even the Christians that are Christians that aren't awake, they're still falling into the traps of, of Catholicism and organized religion and, paganism. They don't even realize it. They celebrate Christmas, they worship they bow to a tree. It's all ridiculous what they do with that. So I'd say they got about 95% of the world fooled. And if 95% of the world is looking this way, they can do whatever they want over here. You know what I'm saying? So while everyone's all concerned with like Tom Brady, football, all this other dumb shit, they're over here conjuring fucking the craziest shit that you can even imagine. And I know that you, Brian, don't really believe that CERN is doing anything. You think they're just like the NASA of underground, but I know that they have no connection to the Mandela effect, and that's one of their biggest goals right now, is to connect themselves to that, to make us think that they're causing it, not God, blah, blah, blah. On board with that. But what CERN, I'm not saying is doing, but quite possibly is doing, because no one really knows what they're doing. I think they're opening doors to who even knows, like, the other side, man. CERN's located in the ancient fucking whatever thing of no science, no Mandela effect. It's all occult rituals. I don't even know if they're colliding shit in there, because you have the Red Hot Chili Peppers in your bio, right? Or in your, not your bio, your fucking your intro. Tell me why the lead singer of, I don't even know his name, Red Hot Chili Peppers, has been to CERN, has done a one-on-one ceremony song ritual in the Collider chamber. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that they're causing Mandela effects or discovering God particles or making antimatter come. I think that probably with the help of the D-Wave quantum computer, that they're opening portals and they're communicating and possibly, well, obviously extracting information, maybe inputting information, but they could be conjuring motherfucking demons that, that are already here, disguised as, you got all these transhuman agendas. It's ridiculous. But yeah, bro, I gotta find that. That was an old video. Richie covered that shit like 3 years ago, I think. So I'll get on that after that. I got some homework now from Brian. But yeah, bro. If they're involved with like you said, the Mandela effect is like a tug of war right now, because obviously you have signs from the creator, and then you have like signs that just don't make sense, that are being played out by not civilians, but celebrities like Tom Hanks, people like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, what's his name there, the Shazam guy, Sinbad, all of those ones, I think, are made from the other side, like all of Tom Hanks's movies changing all of a sudden, except for Apollo. That Apollo movie, in the movie he says, Houston, we have a problem, but like you said, you go listen to the original fucking audio of that day. Houston, we've had a problem. Who has time to be grammatically correct if you're supposedly 200,000 miles away from Earth and your fucking oxygen is running out? That's the ridiculous part. Oh, did it flip? I didn't know that, because I made a video a couple weeks ago and I was like, that shit's crazy. But yeah, I didn't know that it flipped back. That was like the fucking gloves with C-3PO. I don't know if you saw that, but for a couple weeks, I don't even know if it was a couple weeks, the motherfucker had black gloves, and then out of nowhere he went fucking back to regular. So I think signs like that are from the other side, That shit's crazy. Yeah, bro, ridiculous. Like, that's so ridiculous. So I think the signs like that are being flipped back, and that have residue, obviously, I think those are the signs that are from the other side, the darker side of the Mandela effect. But then you have shit like South America fucking moving, bro. Like, I can't explain that shit, and I haven't found like any residue. But one thing I did want to show you real quick is, you know what? Let me get a picture up, because let me see, because the Mandela effect and flat Earth, I think they go hand in hand. And I'm never gonna find this fucking picture, so let's just go on YouTube or whatever this shit is. We'll go flat Earth model. So that'll work. Let me fucking screen the share real quick. You have I haven't seen any South America residue. I'm gonna have to look at that shit, but where are we at? Chrome tab, flat Earth model. All right, let me make sure this is sharing real quick. We're sharing, we're good. So, all right, so this is the flat Earth model as we all have known it, as we always known it. But now, so we realizing that South America isn't south of us, that it's in fact about 15 to 2,200 miles southeast of us, making the Panama Canal north and south, not only validates the Mandela effect as being 100% real, but shifts us all into the flat Earth concept, because that scale and model is only possible, brought out. The only place I've ever seen it before you brought it up was on a flat Earth motherfucking model. So I think those two go hand in hand, no doubt. Flat Earth, Mandela effect, that's how you present them as one, because on a globe, South America is right below America, but it would fucking go right into Antarctica. And over here, it comes off to the side. You have your New Swabia land that comes out over here. And another thing about the flat Earth model, another reason about the globe Earth model, why they have to have the globe Earth model, is because the North Pole. In the globe Earth model, there is no actual North Pole. There's only a North Pole in the flat Earth model. How fucking crazy is that? They're hiding shit at the North Pole, bro, because you have all these ancient other maps that have 4 islands that are in the center of that is like this waterfall mountain type deal, some crazy ancient shit. And all the new maps, there's not even a North Pole, so they're hiding that shit. It's crazy shit. That shit's ridiculous. But all right, I gotta get out of here for a little bit, guys. Thanks for coming. Good shit, Brian. I'll have to check out, share all your other shit later, but I gotta go do the rest of the laundry, and you know what it is. But all right, guys, thank you. God bless. You guys have a good day.